Hello. Hello. I am here. It is me. Brianna's excellent, as we all know. I will never not start the stream awkwardly like that, because I'm just not good at it. Go to bed, Mr. Funny Man. That's just your name now, by the way.
Displayed.
And he's
It
lurking.
is the last
Fair enough.
link
Thanks for the lurk, bud. Go to sleep,
to the land of
nerd.
my birth.
Anyway, as the title suggests, we are... No, I will not shut up. You will. Anyway, as the title suggests, we're gonna do Skirk Story Quest, which we haven't even accepted yet. Here it is. Perfect. Navigate. Was not immediately
Feeling okay?
expecting to have some freaky shit happen,
We've
but
been
okay.
traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
That's why we go to Leeway. That makes sense. But first, let me change. And by let me change, I mean let me change my team. This team, great team, does a lot of damage. Not the team I like running around with. This is the team I like running around with. But we also have a Skirk. Since we're doing Skirk's Quest, I kind of want the Skirk on my team.
Let's take a walk.
Sorry, Aoife. I didn't even open the thing. I didn't even deploy the team. Didn't even deploy the team. Now I did. There we go. I hope everything sounds fine. It's fine. I stress over everything every time I hit live, so hit start. I think we're fine. We're probably fine. But we have Skirk. So I don't know why she has an attack thing always. Or is that just speed? Is there something with our thing that I'm just stupid? Am I just stupid? I might just be stupid. If there are other here. Ah, that's cool. Does that show in her no, it doesn't. That's fine. Trigger, cryo-related reactions. I'm not reading all that. As far as I can tell, no. There's not anything that's making her fast. I think it's fast, right? I don't know. Anyway, onward! Just because I have her on the team doesn't mean I'm running around with her, though. Where are we going? Here. Baiju. Do I turn up the music a little bit? I might. But I don't want to be too loud. It'll be fine. Don't worry. You better relax. I know I haven't been to Leeway in a while, but relax. You see, this is what it's good for. I didn't hold it, so it did. I did it wrong. Don't mind me. She goes really fast in her skill, but I did it incorrectly because I'm bad. Baiju!
Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is new Paimon.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
I'm not really a patient,
Okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
I mean, okay. Let me in. Baiju.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
Hold up.
What can I do for you?
Apparently I'm crazy or something.
It's the Traveler. He
far as I
looks
can tell.
absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he
I
hasn't
do
slept a
what?
wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
I don't think I'm sick. It's usually not
Very
sick.
peculiar. In
Hi,
all the
Baiju.
time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Is it? That's kind of wild, actually.
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
And yet, I do feel like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical
As it usually is
illnesses
with
come
me.
with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But
Why are you
afflictions of a
explaining how
non-physical
fucking
nature,
medicine
they
works?
fall
I know.
outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Fall outside the realm of a doctor's expertise.
What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard
What?
to say.
Buddy.
It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root
In
cause,
time.
we can administer the right treatment.
Mm-hmm. I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with some calming incense and a good night's sleep, a good meal will do you a world of good. Incense don't really vibe with me either, if Sumeru has anything to say about
In
that.
the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Okay. We're not experts on this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling a specialist as soon. What kind of specialist? Who would we call? That knows of the mental fatigue, that isn't already a psychiatrist? Are we going to
Must be
fucking
a rare
Inazuma
condition
next?
if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before.
Uh-huh.
Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Fingers crossed. Whispers betwixt stars and night. But first, settings. I'm gonna turn down the dialogue real quick. All of the incorrect buttons, Brianna. There we go.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
That's old
Is
Paimon.
this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
I don't turn down too much. Is one take enough?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
Shut the fuck up. Actually, that actually supposed to help me. Let me audio turn down and then keep talking so that it can. There we
Is
go.
this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Sounds good to me. Don't mind me fucking with my settings because I'm totally prepared for this always. There we go. If it's not fine, someone will yell at me, I'm sure. Rest. It's so weird how you sleep on a bed, bud. Where am I? There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into a strange and unfamiliar space. Once again, doesn't seem too out of the ordinary for you, bud. Whichever direction I look, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? I beg your finest pardon. What in the? Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. Did it just take some? What the hell? There's a strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar looking spike. Retreating back into the darkness deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. What the fuck is happening?
Traveler! Traveler!
Hi, Paimon. What's poppin'?
Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
I need to check if there's a cut on my back.
What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look.
It definitely didn't, but okay.
Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare?
No? Maybe. Kind of.
Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
I am getting used to Paimon's voice a lot quicker than I thought I was going to. You and Paimon head to one Min restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? 'Cause from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there.
Yeah, fair. I don't know.
Then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either.
It's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat them up.
You can try.
Or, wake you up first and then we can beat them up together.
Mm-hmm. Paimon smiles away, putting me at ease. But what I saw is still bothering me as a fucking leaf flies through me. The dream is so chilling, and it almost feels like there's something watching me from some corner of the world, even now. What does that even imply, Buddy Boo? Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh something is missing.
Something is missing?
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that.
Did you just say something?
You heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Who are you trying to fool with the question mark? Not only have we met this bitch before, but you literally have to accept the story quest to be here. So we know who this is.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master!
Squirk.
Orc?
What's up, Squirk?
Right! What are you doing here?
It's like a fork.
The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that.
Mm-hmm.
Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Hocus pocus.
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair.
I don't know you.
You. I'll take a glass of wine.
They sell wine here?
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Is that how we order? We just yell random shit?
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
Why are you here?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you.
Do you do that often? Because I feel like if you did that often, we would have met you long before fucking Fontaine. But never mind, I
Part of your
digress.
soul is damaged, and
Wild?
the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Was I the abyssal, the abyssal issue is what I'm trying to say, in the area? Or is this just, I happen to be here?
Neither of those things sound good.
My soul is damaged. Let's go. When does this probably happens canonically after. This probably happens canonically after Natlan, which I haven't done. But I'm operating on the assumption this doesn't have spoilers for that, so. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment, at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Like who? Dane? He's off doing something else right now.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely
okay,
something we
bud.
should fix sooner rather than later.
It's fine, bud. I'm okay.
Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do.
You're telling me an apple costs like 1,000 mora and a glass of wine costs 10?
Well, have you made up your mind?
What do we got to lose, man? It'd be cool to be able to hear this, but it's fine. It's fine. What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. You give Skirk a brief description of your dream.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Gwali Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
You can quickly finish your meal and go to settle the bill.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
I didn't.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
What? What? That doesn't... Is that something she passively does, or is that something she does on purpose? Making people forget her immediately after she leaves. Because if so... I mean, Nouvelle remembers her, so...
What?
And we do, but we're also special. Paimon remembers her, though.
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Wild.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall, wearing a purple dress?
Is her dress
Sharing a
purple?
glass of
Or are her
wine?
legs purple? She did.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Check, please.
Coming!
Coming. Okay.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps.
She also downed that
Anyway,
glass of
she told
wine
us to
very
head to the
quickly.
Gwali Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Why not? Oh, we're just going? Okay. No, you're kicking me out because there aren't fucking seats back there. There's never tables back here. Only time there's tables when it's convenient. Meh, 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 meh. Anyway. Don't ask questions. I'm turning this back up one more.
Paimon coming in.
Shut up. Thank you. Go to the Gwali Plains. I'm not walking there. Kirara's here, though, for some fucking reason. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Fuck, I did it wrong again. Why am I stupid? Fucking Rift Hounds and Leeway?
Whoa.
That's wild.
What are all these Rift Hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something.
Collecting
Let's
something.
go check it out.
I'll check it out, alright.
Bow your head.
Annihilate. Ha! Power.
She's built, I just do not know how to play her. It's okay, we have a new left. It's okay. We don't need Skirk. It's okay. It's okay. We got our boy.
So, this is what they were collecting.
God remains just casually on the surface of fucking Leeway? Why? What? Wild.
Yeah. What is going on here?
God, what?
From
Crazy.
the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world.
Okay.
Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
Yeah, I'm aware. Not my first time doing
Gods
God
are the
remains.
most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
Were they dug up and removed by the Rift Hounds?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
After I left the restaurant, the other diners acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
I risk my life every other goddamn day, okay? Relax.
It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
I know someone else who would love to be able to avoid being perceived. They might even be in this room right now.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
Oh, okay. They're just regular people trying to live their lives there, Skirk.
Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing?
So my brain went down a hole where I was like, okay, well, she only talks to us because we proved ourselves, and we only proved ourselves in the fight with the narwhal. So what if we have run across her before, but she was able to not have us perceive her? Assuming that works on Aether, since he's special. But it might, because she's also special.
In our experience, God remains are 100% bad
Yeah.
news.
Usually.
A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like, part of my soul was taken?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed.
So the Abyss can, like, suck up God remains, too? And, like, power in
Something
general?
similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless
Whoa.
consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
That's a cause for concern, definitely.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Stella Fortuna, we've heard that term before. I don't know where. But somewhere. That feels like wish stuff, though.
Wait,
like
you mean
wishing. Oh, just the stars. Okay.
Stars?
Which would make sense.
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in
Sorry?
the past few months alone.
42 of them? This kind of shit really makes me feel like we're getting close to endgame, and it scares me.
In Conria, people believe
Hey,
that
look.
powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even
Core
should that
stars.
individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
Believed. Is that why everyone has constellations that we get for getting multiple of them? Is that canon? Is that canonical? God, I fucking picked a weird time to do this. It's too late for my brain to process shit.
Yet now,
The people of
stars are
Conry
disappearing from the
believe that.
skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world.
Sorry, I didn't read that fully. You know, the stars are disappearing from the sky. That's not good. And now we're no longer... Okay, we're gonna listen to
Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
Wild. Crazy, even, some would say.
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
Why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
These guys are just still frozen in the back here?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Why do you want to know?
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't
Thanks.
get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
Uh-huh.
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
Okay.
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that.
Are we gonna tell Baiju we're fucking off?
Now,
Or...
come along.
Okay. Sure. Just casually into a rift you opened in...
Yeesh!
Everything's fine.
You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the Primordial Sea. So cold. Well, whatever.
That's why she's ice.
If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
I thought you called them ugly nicknames.
Ah, Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that Ice Queen right.
Doesn't that conflict with the fact that you're a flying lavender melon, as Ito has already proclaimed you? But I do get it. Ice, and then she is purple, so it makes sense.
Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece
Was
of
it
your
floating
soul
then?
back.
Whatever.
So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me. Into the abyss we go. Okay. Door of Resurrection. Okay, so we are in a domain. It's gonna be funny if they... This looks like the chasm
Whoa.
stuff. It'd be funny if they give me
Place
the
is
trial
way
skirt.
bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live.
Sorry?
I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
I have seen so many just mountains and shit in the background that has this exact look. Like, it's like always two different halves, though, too. It's like, boop, and then there's a hole in the middle, boop. Port Ormos is like that, but, like, there are rock formations in Leeway that also look like that. I don't know if it's a symbolism or if they just really like that design.
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place.
Sure does. It's also very purple and very pretty.
I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In
Oh,
that
damn.
time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
That's wild, actually.
Ajax?
That's Cheyenne.
Oh, right! That's Child's real name!
I guess if you
Yeah.
don't know, then you don't know.
Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
I'm sure Paimon does.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Power-hungry soul snatcher. Oh, my frame moved on for some reason. Wonder why that happened. Fine now, okay.
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog.
I mean, the ambiance looks similar to here. Actually, not at all, it didn't. I lied.
Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog.
Okay.
Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I'm aware of, and I'm not sure I want to.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of fighting the abyss.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
Yeah.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
What is that?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel.
Okay.
Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Okay.
Oh. You make it sound so simple.
Is there anything you need me to
Tough
do?
to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy.
Mm-hmm.
To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Oh boy.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
We'll slow kick his ass.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples.
Wild.
You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do
Okay.
is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her.
Yeah, we're already going on to the
So,
next place, or
special
is it just somewhere else in
training,
here?
huh?
She just didn't want to walk
Kind
that
of
far.
a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you.
And if there was anyone to do it, it'd be some scary abyssal chick, so
The
you know.
last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
Oh, it's because it was, Paimon, it was.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Very casually, you know. Oh, look, I'm me! Oh, and it is me. And it's me with the fucking Harbinger of Dawn. Do you even have artifacts? No, you don't. Surely I didn't have you on a 4-piece noblesse, did I? I don't think so. 2-piece, maybe. 2-piece noblesse, 2-piece something. Well, considering I have... this one... You don't need anything fancy. What is this? It's a crit damage, it's crit rate. Yeah, we'll put on crit rate, somehow. You could be. This one. Yeah, this one. I'm not saying he's built well, because he's not, but... Well, at least get me by. Don't mind my Harbinger of Dawn. Don't mind my 3-star sword on him. It's fine. It's not that serious. I guess I could have looked around more. Hi. This is cool. Okay. What's up, Skirk? My frame's still being weird.
Ready?
Uh-oh. No, we should be fine. Yeah.
Bring it on!
I'm fucking confused. Maybe if I turn off my instant replay.
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
A lot of talented sword fighters. We don't fight many people.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
We did. Canonically, I guess.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood.
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One
I'm not
day,
even gonna-
you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework.
Failure is your best teacher.
That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Does this count? Does my skill count? Yeah, okay.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
I'm gonna fucking break 900?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I did 30 though. Oh look, it skipped me. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
His own limitless power. Oh. I didn't even think about charge attacks. Oh shit. Use the fucking charge attack they just talked to you about, Brianna. You fucking dumbass. I'm out of stamina.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
I don't wanna. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I can't run anymore. I'm doing fine. I still think this is the best way to do it, honestly. Animal Aether coming in clutch, bro. Bomb. Can you use my skill? No, because you're gonna turn towards the thing. Okay, that was cool. That's not the sword I was holding, but sure. Amazing, this has transformed my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. As if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind, and there is a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of friends I've made into that. Are the swords. Yeah, those sword styles and techniques I've come to know.
This moment will be frozen.
Hey, look, it's Kaya!
Cut to the chase.
Sorry. Kaya was on the screen for 2 seconds, and I'm happy.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
Huzzah! Oh, he's not talking. That's fine though. I have to put, sorry about that. My sword style, my journey. Someone's asleep.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night
That's a
that
weird
the
sword to
hero
have.
approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw.
Master of Inazuma Kamisato Art Tachijutsu.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I will in fact hydrate. Hello, Melon. How are you? Kai was on the screen for 2 seconds in a flashback, but it's fine. He was there. I count that as a win in my book. With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I'm in the zone, limitless power surging through me. It's cool that we have a training sequence, like an actual training sequence. I'm good, I'm good.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
I knew you could do it. I'm good, I'm just playing this. It's kind of late. And already a lot's happened in this quest. I guess I'm an hour in. For some reason, OBS keeps telling me my frames are dropping, and I don't exactly know why. So, that's fun for me.
How do you feel?
It's only sometimes though. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Stream still looks fun, so. What does OBS know? How do you feel? Fighting to keep
As
my
you
eyes
should
open.
be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for
Sorry?
several days now with no rest.
Several days, Skirk? What?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm tired.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Over and out, baby. Can I kill you?
Sometimes, you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times, before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's why there's a little campfire here. The answer is not very far. In my mind, I was like, how far can I walk? Not very far. Rest. Sleepy beepy time. Paimon's already asleep. Oh, it's like an Akasha. Ow, the light is very bright. What is this place? It's different. Have I been pulled back into that place again? But Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fell asleep, so why am I back here? It doesn't look the same as the other one did. Yeah, this is the same dream as last time. It's so dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine? This is her inner world. It's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What are you? What a strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. I suppose so. Hi, weird little fairy thing. What are you? I can't click. I can't hit you. Oh, no. I walked 2 steps. Ow. Bright lights again.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Oh. Skirk backstory?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Fair enough.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
Your face.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Okay. Well.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Okay.
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Interesting. I'm out. And the weather is wonderful today. I'm waiting. Ow.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said. I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Huh? What's over there? Something's going on?
Don't let a single one of them get away!
The fuck?
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming! Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Okay, well, this is cheery as I expected.
Captain, Zone 3
That's
is clear
good.
and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Okay.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long.
Look at the man's ankles.
To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
I'm not even sure what's going on, because Skirk is a descender, so it's not even like I can try to equate this to anything that happened in Teyvat.
Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Oh, look, now it's all red. Or orange. It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right. Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Yeah, that worked out quite well.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
What was that? Oh boy. Come on, get your finger out of your mouth. Okay.
Oh, you're awake?
Sure am.
I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training.
There's more?
This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Okay. Okay, might as well. What's up, Skirk?
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think?
I'm gonna close that, see if that helps anything.
No day and no night? It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages.
Okay.
The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
Okay.
The natural energy of Tevat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
A different source
Abyssal
of power?
power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm.
Okay.
My master, Sertologi, is a
Yeah.
true expert in that area.
Bet
After all,
he is.
he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Sure did.
The elemental energy of Tevat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
Something familiar about the power you use. It seems almost... It almost seems related to cryo.
A keen observation, traveler.
I'm smart.
Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So to
Hi,
make my
Hunter.
life easier, I disguise my
How
power
is it
to make it
going?
appear
Welcome
cryo-like
in.
nature.
As I take a drink of water.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent.
Okay.
If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
I'm good. I feel like I'm good. Skirk is hot. That is fair. What did she say? Okay, she didn't name. Wait, did she name it? She just said it, cryo-like in nature. Did she learn that from Conria? Because if she did, that's crazy. I have the ability to purify abyssal power.
So I've
I
heard.
do.
You seem to have a
Yeah,
knack for
I'm doing
removing
alright.
abyssal power.
Just kind of vibing. Streaming at random times as I do. Tackling some Genshin Impact. Yeah. I'll be able to play the main story again soon, so that'll be fun. But I'll be waiting till the next big patch, which is probably in a couple months. But I can play this now.
But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
Yeah, well, technically Genshin gets updates like every 2 months, I want to say, or a little less than that. Like the different versions, and that's usually when characters are released and different things. Skirk just came out with her story quest. But we're in 5.7, and 5.8 is usually, the 0.8s are usually summer events, so that's probably what we're going into. And then after that, 6.0 is like big updates. 0.0 updates are big updates that have big story and big map and big everything. ZZZ, I'm not that familiar with Zenless. I played Zenless, but I didn't like it very much compared to Genshin and Star Rail, so I didn't get too far into it. But I have heard good things from other people that I know, so might be something.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky.
If the situation gets tricky.
True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall.
That's how it happens. It's always the one character that you're like, you see just in passing or something about it, and you're like, that one's mine.
So,
and then you sell your soul.
Push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Was that used for me? Because you don't have to be Animo Aether. Is that different for everyone if they pick a different element, or do I just become Animo? What do I have to become? I'll have to ask someone I know that played this already, because they have the answer to that. Because they don't play the Animo Traveler. Ow. Don't let me get my ass kicked. Go away! I don't like you. Am I supposed to use that to my advantage? The fire.
Wind blade.
Bump.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
I mean, I can set myself on fire and then use it. Ow. Well, let me set myself on fire first, so then.
Wind blade.
Wind blade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step on some health first, and then I'm gonna stand in the fire again. Oh, no, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I aim this correctly?
With the wind!
I can. So good at this game. You train the elemental powers one by one, ending with Hydro. Oh wait, I do.
Use
they
the
do?
power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
I think I vaguely remember how to do Hydro Aether. Let me think. Now I have a trial one though, because it has the prototype Rancor on him.
Faster. Don't give
I
them a
would have
chance
liked
to
to
strike
go
you.
through every.
You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
I would like to have been able to go through every element. I think that would have been cool, because we don't canonically explore the fact that the Traveler can switch between elements very easily. Because in order for us to switch elements, we have to go to the statue and do it specifically. Oh, you're gonna fight back now? Ow! You'll be faster than I was in my dream. Can I hit you? I can. Ha, loser. Oh shit. It's fine. It's fine, I got it.
Go!
It's fine, I got it. Fuck, I don't got it. Oh my god, I wanted to dash. I didn't dodge correctly. 3 seconds after a spike is hit. What?
Go!
Bum, bum, bum. Good ending with Hydra. Oh look, Geo. Dendro. But I've never trained them all at once like this.
You need to understand what makes you special.
I'm special.
The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will.
Switch between the elements at will. Switch between the... Anyway.
It means your
Why can't we
aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world.
Your aspirations need no approval from the gods.
So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
What if I am? I'm not. Graceful as the wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me. Sometimes it's peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Shut up, Pink! Thanks for the hydrate. Did it flip you on to Animo Aether immediately whenever you started this thing? If you're listening to me. Did you finish this quest line? I have many questions. I took 2 drinks. Ah, good job at redeeming first. I don't have that tied to anything, but... because I don't know how to. Usually people can have it keep track or have the name pop up. I just have it there because I think it's fun.
Hydrate,
another hydrate, god damn it. Look, Pink, what you've done. You've reminded the people that there's a hydrate redeem. You did finish the quest. So whenever you did the elemental training with Skirk, did it switch you on to Animo Aether? And did they give you a Pyro Aether one? Or, oh well, you don't have Aether. Sorry, you have Lumine. My bad. You picked wrong, I remember. My bad. Anyway, my question still stands. Because it ended at Hydro for me. It started with Animo, ended at Hydro. Is that how it worked for you as well? If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices. But it's not like some wild beast battling for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. It did. It switched me. It went from... Because when I did the elemental training, Yeah, I know yours is on Pyro right now. It doesn't switch your character. But I mean when you did the training. When you did the training, did you start with Animo Traveler and then go down to Hydro Traveler? Or what? She doesn't understand basic questions. Anyway, thank you for lurking, Hunter. You get busy doing your stuff. Get stuff done, you know? Oh. Crazy. Crazy. Wild,
Very good.
even.
It seems you've reached
Hey,
a
I'm
deeper
trying.
level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this
Long
time?
enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the
I know
elements
you
has
were.
drained
You're
all your
always
strength,
locked out.
but it's also
When are you
allowed
not
to
locked
make
out?
progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Because now I'm back to being Animo. Because Animo is best. Can I talk to you again?
If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level, you must see the entire natural world. Nature in all its places and forms. That is part of what it means to be a traveler.
These quests give you like 60 primos. And I've been paying attention to every little word that is being said because so many things have already been mentioned and my brain's gonna have to re-go through all this shit when I'm done because I can't even begin. Good night. Am I gonna get more Skirk backstory? Has Paimon woken up this time? Because she wasn't with us training this time. It just didn't stick. SMH, bro. SMH. This place again. Strange creature. Did you bring me here? What are you? You're cute. I want it. Can I have it as a pet? Goodbye. Response just floated away. What is this thing? What's it doing in Skirk's inner world, and where is it taking me this time? Thanks, Pink! Go back, have fun doing whatever you're doing. Ow.
What is the secret to power?
Sartology! Sorry, locking in immediately.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
And it is time to answer. Ow, it hurts. Daddy, mommy.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Okay.
After all, bones can always be reset.
Okay. Alright. I can't breathe. Everything's gone black? I was covering that word, so that's what I assumed it said.
Good Skirk. Once again,
Good
you
Skirk.
survived. How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss.
Wild.
Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger.
I'm even less excited to meet him now that I've heard even just this.
I now
Crazy.
understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
Crazy.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, master.
Is the form of the little girl becoming more purple? That's a sign of becoming one with the abyss. The dream is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past, but where does she come from? What has she been through?
Hopefully you got some good rest.
Hi, Paimon. I haven't heard you speak in like 20 minutes.
Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her. Okay. Does this fire hurt? It does. Okay. I just wanted to see. Don't know why it wouldn't. But, you know. Hi, Skirk. How's it going? Do you
From your
sleep?
training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities.
Oh, thanks to your
That's only
guidance.
part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could.
So what's this quest even about? Oh boy. So, when we started, we had this weird abyssal flash happen. I don't even know how to explain it, but we decided to go to Baiju. And, to see if he could help us, because maybe we were sick or something. Baiju was like, you're physically fine, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. We went to sleep. We had a bad dream where something apparently stole a piece of our soul. We went to go eat some food to clear our mind, as per Paimon's request, and then, we found Skirk. Skirk was like, you're corrupted by the abyss, and the abyss stole a part of your soul. Then we went to somewhere in Liyue, and apparently there were god remains, and Skirk was talking about how something in the abyss is consuming power, like god remains, and even stars in the sky, and is getting stronger, but now for some reason it's turned its attention onto us, and is trying to steal bits of our power and our soul to feed it. Don't know what this thing is, but we're trying to find it. Skirk's trying to find it, and Skirk said if we help her try to find it, she'll help us recover the missing piece of our soul that it took, which will probably hopefully make us go back to being fine. But along the way, we're also learning about Skirk's backstory and just more about her in general, and she's training us to help us with whatever's coming next. Yeah, that's pretty much it currently.
Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Ready?
No.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. Huh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Don't you fucking start with me, bitch. Don't you fucking start with me. Okay. That's gonna make us a waiver. Is that the only reason why she's doing it? It's probably the only reason why she's doing it. Yeah.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
Do you think the enemy gives a fuck? Do you think the Abyss gives a fuck when it messes with you if it gets you to drop your guard, Paimon?
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain.
Crazy.
Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
Sorry, I didn't even read what I said. Are you describing yourself?
But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment.
Oh, yeah. Just, your sister, you don't know what happened. Why do you know what happened? Do you know what happened, or are you just fucking with me? What do you know about me? What do you know, Skirk?
This is your final
How
training
did you
session.
know? Anyway, whatever.
Look alive.
Okay. God, I'm gonna do. I did find the
Same
other
drill as
ones.
before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Oh, I'm just supposed to not get hit by her thing. Okay, that's fine. Wanna give me fucking not Animo Hydro Traveler? Bomb, bomb. That didn't even work. Oh, because I'm not using Animo Aether. Only Animo Aether has that wind attack thing. Oh god.
Go!
I prefer my Animo Aether, please. Why you give me Hydro? Is it because Hydro's technically the last one we've been on? Does this happen canonically before Natlan then? Or before the end of Natlan, I guess? Since it didn't give us Pyro.
Water jet!
Though I guess it would be kind of stupid if it let us do Pyro, even if we haven't done the Natlan stuff. Oh fuck, not the spikes. I can't aim for shit is what I've learned. Okay, well.
Go! Go!
Ow! That hurt. Oh, I gotta destroy more of those. Oopsie doopsie.
Not bad.
Okay.
Better than I expected.
I have this. I wanted the health. It's not easy to control my emotions. Battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus all my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond. It's almost like my emotions take a backseat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions. Side-eye. Sorry. Ether
Your
side-eye.
mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered.
That's
to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Skirk is right. Now that I've stopped, all emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt, but exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
A chest? You give me 2 hydro sigils. I guess it is operating as if I was in Fontaine still. Well. Eepy sleepy deepy time. Then I'll drink the water. I'm zooming back in Skirk's inner world. I don't see the creature this time, but I think I can navigate the space on my own now, even without her to guide me. Without it here to guide me, sorry. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. Do I know? Or is it, yeah, I was like, take a look around. I can't run. Really saw shit of this character, but I don't really like Skirk.
Amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Skirk's growing. I jumped a little bit. But since I was in the middle of talking, I did see it out of the corner of my eye. Anyway, Skirk's growing on me, at least. I thought she was cool. I don't know. I kind of like her.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
About that.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
You should make this text move faster if you're gonna make this dialogue.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Tea time.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
A lot of Conrian sayings being thrown around here.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
Fucking Alice telling her to balance, like, training with, you know, fucking rest and personal, like, pleasure stuff. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
I remember that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Ooh, fish. Food. Yum. Come on, are you cooking? Huh? The dream is over. I can hear a crackling of a fire in the distance, and there's a fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat.
You're awake!
Oh, hi, Paimon.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Of course you
Have
are.
we eaten since we got here?
That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in!
So your
before
best,
it gets cold.
So your best friends then?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Bullshit.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Yeah, baby. You all dig in. Something.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news.
Oh?
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
That's faster
When
than I
Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Okay. After spending time in Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there are so many questions I could ask, but the most important one is... Are you really from Teyvat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memory. First time I've seen Skirk break her composure, I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason.
Hee I'm special.
Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose, and in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, only my first time there, it was all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
What does that even mean?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
I can do that.
No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. and there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
If you leave, do you still have the same powers that you had here? Like, is the Abyssal Realm like an all-encompassing thing, or is it just the Abyssal Realm in this world? Because you said the opposite of the Abyssal Realm, or the Void Realm, or what the fuck you want to call it, is the light, and Tevat itself operates under the light, but also the elemental power within it. Skirk is a trailblazer. Shut up. Technically, so were we, if you want to get all about that. Those were just questions that I have, but I don't know what question he's gonna ask. What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger.
Okay.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
Your school is to defeat the Foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what the certain reasons could be. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
You look so sad. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers.
Well, your last question?
It's kind of cute. You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you soon?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Was fighting the narwhal not enough for you? Because he kind of did that for a while. It was a common calculated answer, just like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child and nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? Was she getting attached to him? The abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while, not to mention she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Tevat, and even longer than that if you account for how slowly time passes here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
All that time she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looked down on the weak? I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go.
Okay.
Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Okay.
Time to go. Oh, finally.
All devour. Wait, is it the fucking narwhal? Oh. Thank you for the follow!
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Casey Poo? Is it Casey Poo left toe? Left toe if you need. The tartar sauce. Her weapon. I've held off on pulling anymore. I've done like 20, but I haven't done any more yet. But I would like to get it maybe. Maybe this time I'll hold this so that I can actually fucking use it as a sprint instead. Oh, water. Is it raining on purpose? My fucking team is not in good health. It's fine. They don't need to be in good health. But thank you for wishing me luck, and also thank you for popping into the stream and following. I appreciate it. All the luck to all the Skirk polls.
Merciless.
Why am I running? Why am I running? It's not nearby. Why am I running? The chasm? Of course it's the chasm. Is it the narwhal? This part said all devouring, and if I remember anything about the narwhal, it says that it's called the all devouring narwhal. Yeah, so you know. If it is, I'm gonna be mad. Only a little mad though. I mean, we did kick its ass. And it was drawing power from the primordial sea, but I don't know what happened to that once we defeated it. Okay, jumpy jump. That was a nice jumpy jump.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
No, Paimon. No, it's not.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Real and true.
Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
She sure is.
Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
Let's teach this
Alright.
thief a lesson.
Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Okay. There it is. Probably would have given me a trial Skirk, but it's fine. I was just gonna give me the Skirk and the Aether. Well, good thing I don't know how to play him. Is this her weapon? Level 90. Her weapon. C3, because of course it would be. Why wouldn't they do that to me? Type Rancor. Fair and valid. Okay. Well, let's see if we know enough about Skirk to play her correctly.
Water jet! Yeah!
I don't know how he works, but I assume. Oh, his burst is just that. Okay. Boop.
Paradigm shift.
Okay, cool. No, that went well. Actually, what's her... My crit damage was better than hers. Okay.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what?
Yeah, I can dodge
Paimon's
fucking
just gonna blow
spikes.
behind you. Come on, you got this.
What do you even do? I know you give source water droplets, but other than that, I don't really know.
Extinguished!
Hey, what are you two doing here?
This? You can talk to the disorder?
Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Well, I'll press on as soon as I fucking kill these things. What the fuck? Ew.
Water jet!
Annihilate.
Oops.
Mine to wield.
Oh, this does look like the place I was first in.
Oh, looks like this
This
is
does
a
look
dead
like a boss
end.
arena. I did
Did we
catch
make it to
that.
his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler.
It sure is.
The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
I close my eyes to focus on the light that came from my wound back then. Yes, I can sense something, and it's nearby, but I can't tell the exact location. I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on, look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's fun.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Oh, shit. Oh, Aether, be a badass. Be a badass. You're right, that thing was... Oh. Is that my soul? Thanks, bro.
There. I got it back.
Oh.
Traveler! Skirk!
Cool, cool, cool.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Injure you?
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Oh shit.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you...
I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Okay, so they do have the power of the narwhal.
All-devouring narwhal?
But it's not the narwhal.
Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The foul.
Hi.
Who dares call him foul?
Someone's mad.
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in that process my power was stolen. Gorbald is hiding somewhere behind the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Okay. Oh, brother.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh!
That's a big one.
Run!
I have the stamina for this. Nor is fucking Hydro Aether really a very good DPS.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Don't hit me off the fuck! I'm just not bothering to fight. It's not gonna be very easy to fight with
has something
Aether.
to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first
place. Okay.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
With his power, he even manages to
You
shock
seem
me.
surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
He sure did.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities
dragon
and used
friend.
the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual.
My dragon friend.
It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, hearing you say the foul definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? Is not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
I don't pity you said I don't want to be in your debt while I still have it.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much.
A bag of Mora.
I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready. Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me. Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tevat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely.
Oh, okay.
It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
Oh.
Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
To the pharmacy.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
Knock knock. I've brought a weird bitch.
This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss.
Sonorous.
I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Okay.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
Of course, of course.
Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so what do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But
okay, weird.
Your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn. Even if I tried to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon's right. Skirk will stop and take a rest when she's tired. I hope I should just get some sleep. Real and true. You good over there, Skirk? Oh, she's acting like she didn't get stabbed in the shoulder. Huh, something seems off with her, though.
quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one around unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
I don't like the weird
Yet
things you're
you
doing to my
alone
ears.
live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, that dream I witnessed. Skirk was training alone, but there was this embodied voice. Disembodied voice is talking to her. I can speak. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. Excuse me. If only she could just talk to us. Have some tea. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Covered your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe because of the spikes
No,
attacked you?
I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
I didn't expect this to keep going. And Baiju's not come back here once.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
Maybe it's not going well.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up.
Yeah, because Paimon making up an excuse to not be in the room right now, it definitely means good things for us.
Be right back.
Okay. Bye, Paimon. Skirk looks so serene, almost like she really is asleep. What are you doing here? Does she need help? Okay. Whoa. This place looks cool as shit. There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here, but it's broken up several times along the way with a waterfall at each breaking point. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer it gets to the lower portion, the darker it becomes, almost as if...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
Cool.
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
Yeah.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place? Quest. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see, so it was Sir Delogi who taught Skirk to replace all emotions with reason. And since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. But it's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
Okay. Pretty. This looks like a coastline, huh? I recognize the drawing on the sand. I do as well. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened at Wanmin Restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is something of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Oh, why is it so tiny now?
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes.
That
just
little...
like the fire that haunts your mind.
That little centerpiece in this, is this what Certology looks like? The little centerpiece in Certology's chest right here. We've seen images of it before, but it also looks like one of the drops you get from the narwhal. Just something I noticed. I will also take a screenshot. One day I will take the life you work so... One day I'll take the life you work so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes, just like the fire that haunts your mind. So is it, you think by not caring about people, he can't hurt you? Is that why you cast Tartaglia out, was because you didn't want him to get hurt?
Why would you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I will drink. Slurp, slurp. Thanks for the hydrate, melon.
But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory.
Thanks for the Prime sub, melon. Much appreciated. That's crazy. I don't know why I did that. Twitch be whack sometimes.
Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
It's a lot of things. Yeah, no. Interesting. Figure next to Skirk looks familiar, right? I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal. That's the thing we fight in the in-between phase? Is that fucking wild?
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Certology, looked like at one point in time.
That's wild. I know that doesn't mean we're fighting Certology, but it's like a remnant or something of him. So he changed form?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. Okay.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Certology and Skirk were just master-disciple like Skirk and Child. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Certology told her to put down roots here while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant, but I still don't understand why Certology would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on the conflict between them, Well, other than the fact that never mind.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Certology is terrifying.
Oh boy, do I believe it, buddy.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
Okay.
Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Okay. Nice little waterfall. Oh. Must be Skirk when she was a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
Hey, freak.
It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
So you're just trying to create something that can put up a fight against you?
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little.
Okay.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
I even tried to reread that and my brain still can't fucking process it. So Sertology saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. I suppose that leaves one final mystery: what really happened with the disaster back then. Sertology's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Wait, I wanted to... They don't let me, but... I wanted to take pictures, man. Quick swap. I don't think it lets me take pictures in domains. Yeah. You're a rat! I guess I'll just have to take screenshots. Look at this. Bastard.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
Sertology appeared on a different planet?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
Threat?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
What the fuck did I miss? Why is everything on fire now? Well, Skirk's backstory is sad, as anyone could guess. I will attempt to set up more, you bastard. So basically some people from another planet docked on her planet, and apparently they eventually saw the people of that planet as a threat because of what this creature is saying, that they could evolve to any energy on the planet, which means they could evolve to like heat, cold, whatever the fuck, really easily. And I guess that scared them, so they killed everyone. Except for Skirk. Skirk was saved by Sertology, which means Sertology somehow fucked off to another planet.
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
And I guess sort of Logi only picked up Skirk because of that same ability to adapt, meant that she could adapt to, like, the abyss. And be able to become stronger than really anything if she keeps pushing herself. I mean, they all looked human, let's be honest. Anyway. So everything in this game looks human. Just because of some speculation.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
Taking so many fucking screenshots. Saving in circle. Touch. Hey Skirk, what's up? Oh. I wanted to walk on the water a little more. Yo.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
Happens.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason.
That lion in her pupil wasn't there when she was a kid.
All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
You're sounding very Star Rally.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughter our people?
Oh shit.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back, and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
I love watching this internal struggle.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
Why'd you have to point that out? Because now it's the only thing I can focus on. Melon, you motherfucker.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
You're a motherfucker. Should time you out for that. Can I time out a mod?
There's so many amazing things.
Can you time out yourself?
I'm ready to see them all.
I command you to time out yourself.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Did you try and did it not let you? Wait, let me... I timed you out. Oh. Huh. Oops, I deleted all your messages by doing that. I'm sorry. Fuck, wait. So how long is 600 seconds? You can't answer me, so I'm gonna have to calculate that myself. Yeah. Okay. 600 divided by 60. That's only 10 minutes, okay. That is 10 minutes. That is how long you said you were gonna stop talking for. But I also feel bad, so I'm gonna untime you out. My bad. Anyway. Onward.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Another cutscene? Oh, kind of. Something serious is going on. Shush. Lock in.
Run, Skirk, run!
Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Probably. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, even prettier. It's not gonna let me take fucking screenshots though.
You saw my memories then.
I thought I already told you that I saw your memories.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
Hmm. That isn't true.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind.
It is very pretty.
An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land.
Interesting.
But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Surtology, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Seems like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
But he intends to face you in battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise.
Yeah, how the fuck did he get to your planet?
He's no longer into
Multiple
that.
questions. Okay,
He
well
sends me
that...
messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions.
He is no longer into that, but he sends me messages through the abyss every time now and then. Most of them are simple greetings. You know, technically speaking, Star Rail and Genshin are / could be connected in the fact that Teyvat could just be a planet in Star Rail. And I know this has been talked about before, but wouldn't it be crazy if we met Surtology in Star Rail? No longer into that is crazy though. Cause that one little fucking creature said that, said that he was like, fuck, what was it, like, he didn't have need for physical form, he didn't need, he was an other, like, above being, kind of, almost like a god, but that's not the words that she used, so I don't know. That's wild, is what I'm saying. Where the fuck is he? That would be crazy. That would be wild, actually. I'm not sure how the fandoms would take it, but, like, I would enjoy that, because I am a freak for these games. Just the fact that he's not into that right now is crazy to me. Because, I mean, like, most of the story of the game, of Genshin Impact, is very centered, other than the fact that fandoms would go to war, other than the fact that we are a traveler from another world. That implies so many things, but everything has always been very into that based. Even if it's like Conria or whatever. It's never reached outside other than like the sky of Teyvat is fake, and they're talking a lot more about the stars, about constellations, but about constellations being of people, and stars being of it's like a whole thing. And now we're talking about things not into that, like the fact that Skirk isn't from Teyvat by itself is a crazy thing. I mean, we're not from Teyvat, so, you know, another character not being from Teyvat isn't the craziest, but she didn't even come here by her own will. She just kind of came here because Sertologi said, "You here now, bitch. Deal with it." But the fact that, but he's not even here, does that mean, like, multiple of the sinners don't even have to exist on Teyvat? Is that why we haven't really dealt with them? Like, there are main players in this story, in this game, and the main focuses of power that we just never deal with. And I'm gonna fucking start rambling too much. I know, because we're already fucking too... This is a long story quest. But, like... Because if the sinners were this fucking strong, why didn't they stop Conria from getting destroyed? Why don't they deal with Celestia themselves and the heavenly principles? What is stopping them? Is it just that they don't care now that they're strong enough? Is it so beyond what they care about anymore? Because they're so powerful, like what does it matter at that point? Because, like, they were the strongest people in Conria, yet they let Conria die. But also, it was confirmed earlier in the story quest that the 5 sinners taking the power of the Abyss is one of the things that led to Conria getting destroyed. So, did the power of the Abyss just change what they cared about? The Starvell trope being... Troop, not trope. Maybe, I mean, would we be surprised at this point if there was a fucking Stellaron into that? What if the Stellaron is just Celestia or the Heavenly Principles? What if that's the whole thing? Because if we think about, like, Belobog, for example, the whole thing dictating how the world started to crumble and with all the ice stuff was a Stellaron. And it was able to influence the minds of people. And, I mean, the Heavenly Principles has pretty much done that. Like, similar things, and this, while the Stellaron, well, not the Stellaron, sorry, while the Heavenly Principles existing into that is the only reason why humans exist into that, it's still overall been nothing but bad for Teyvat as a planet. There are things my brain is trying to work through, but it's also already been like almost 3 hours. It is 1 in the morning, and I'm gonna have some sort of epiphany at 3 in the morning again. Like, where I'm just gonna be like, fuck! This connects! I don't know. It's crazy to think about all that stuff. And again, it's the things, learning this stuff is what makes me really feel like we're getting to, like, end game shit. Because, like, we're learning so much random shit. And I don't know, it's just weird.
Every time I hear from him, My heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces.
Bro just looks like a black serpent knight with pretty colors.
Maybe that means I do.
I mean, that is
eternal
just
fear,
whatever, I don't care.
just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does decide to attack you one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Don't know if you know me, but I kind of get involved in everyone's fights, so you know. Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. The end of Genshin Impact is just Aether becoming a trailblazer, confirmed. Oh, leave together, that's cute. Skirk gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else here. Did I leave? Don't leave yet. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else for me here. Yeah, but you implying that makes me think that there is. Give me secrets, game. Well, never mind. Doesn't matter. Hi, Paimon. What's up?
Oh, you're finally awake!
Sure am.
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death!
I mean, haven't I done that multiple times in the past, Paimon?
You're both
Relax.
okay, right?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Okay. You look stronger
Only
than ever.
water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
You're welcome. I tend to change everyone's life. At some point.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
And you get none of it!
But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
The three of you enjoy the snacks.
Alright. It's about time we finished what we started.
Oh?
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Oh, we're actually going back to that? And actually dealing with that now? Crazy. Finally.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Huh. Interesting. Return to the place in the chasm. Radio.
Fearless.
No! No, let me up! Okay, fine. I thought I could make it.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him.
Yeah,
Let's teach this guy a lesson.
He isn't here this time, is he? Something like that. This.
Into the void.
Blood Serpent Broken Edge.
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
No, but I'm not doing this very fast. It's technically your fault, Skirk. Okay, I'm fine.
Go!
I can't do much when Skirk's not in her fucking thing.
Go! Water jet! Bombs away!
Merciless. Another star goes out!
I missed! Fuck you, bastard. Oh god, not this again. It's getting bigger a lot quicker.
Merciless. Into the void.
It's in the two-way Skirk can be handled. You have good foods, Melon. But wait, cutscene.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh, okay. That was kind of cool. And it's just some random fucking guy. Some random Conrian guy.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within.
Got a fucking kick-ass voice, though.
Such power. Such keen battle instincts.
Oh, let me see those eyes.
So you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Huh.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum.
Sure.
Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. And he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you."
That's loaded. All of that is loaded. Also answers somewhat a question I said. The planet no longer holds anything of interest to me.
Your death
And he has the
was
power
once
to...
what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
He had the power. He just casually has the power to break the curse. And he just didn't do... He... It's fine. I mean,
I'll
some people
pass.
Connor were nice to him, so...
Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
That's Dane's brother.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
That's crazy.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger,
I left you a little gift in the
primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Freedom even means even the wicked get to make their own choices. It is a cool line. I like that line, but also, I left a little gift for you in the primordial sea. He's talking about the fucking narwhal. Wild.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea
Yep.
was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sotology. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have
fucking
to pour
people
your
in
heart into
Connery,
it,
man.
work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
Fucking original Conrian names, man.
You're right.
I can't even say it the way he had said it. There's no way. And there's no way I can scroll up to it, can I? Oh, I can. Hundreds, but there it is.
Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say? What was this last line? My bad.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was
Nordic
still
as fuck.
miles ahead of me.
A lot of
So
names
I
were.
had to take a leap of faith.
Because the other one was Vetterfolnir, which he said it differently than Dane said it.
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
But that's Sin's brother. Vidafolnir, whatever, how the fuck you say it. I'm gonna say it wrong every time, don't worry. This is Dane's brother.
I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
Bitch took a piece of my soul. I don't know if... Okay, whatever.
You're an interesting
I have it
one
back,
as well.
but...
Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach.
Probably at this point.
We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
Joke's on you, Pink. I had just looked over. It didn't get me.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides,
what?
After hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
I don't even know how to give you back your fucking points. So what if I don't want to give you back your points, motherfucker? You tried to get me. You tried to get my ass. If Melon wants to and she knows how, she can give you back your points, but I'm not going to. I still feel like figuring out how to.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common.
There was one time in when I was watching your stream, Melon, where
you bastard! Hydrate!
I was already drinking, but I'll take another one. Anyway, where I tried to jump scare you, and it didn't work, so I refunded my own points. I know how to do it on desktop. I don't know how to do it on my fucking phone, though.
First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade.
Oh, you're sleeping? Oh, you're sleeping early? You didn't go to sleep till like... When did you even sleep last night? Uh-huh. Thanks. But I'm still gonna sass
you. The joy
you.
of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright.
I got stuff to do tomorrow. You're not gonna go to sleep. You're gonna be awake in a couple of hours. You're still gonna be awake. You know you're gonna be awake. You ain't going to sleep. You're a liar. Good night. But you're not gonna sleep. I know you.
You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy. And my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that.
Nuh-uh. Lies and slander.
One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life.
Wild.
For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call.
Good night, Pink.
What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Thanks. Is he gonna die? That'd be crazy. Thank you. Have good sleeps.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sir Deloji once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
Do you have the power to fucking do that? Because if so, I have a man I gotta go tell about that immediately.
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces.
I'm sorry.
The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
What?
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I already got the part of my soul back, but thanks for thanks for saying that.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with
I can
Sir
take all the
Deloji.
power you consumed and smash it to pieces. But also the consciousness. Can you do that for everyone? Can you? I'm just asking, for no reason in particular. For everyone that's affected by the
I have
curse?
faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though, I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
Yo.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over.
No chest.
Let's get out of
Don't
here.
mind if I do.
Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
Leave together. Skirk gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Sure. Can we have something lighthearted for once? I don't even know what Natlan has in store for me. I only suppose it's gonna get worse.
It feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome.
We're just that awesome.
We're just that awesome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
I don't like you. I don't like that you know. I don't like that people know things that I don't know. Especially in Genshin Impact. It's supposed to be my thing.
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
The stars he stuffed out, the god remains he consumed, they're all back.
Great!
Also, if he's consumed so much over 500 years, or however long, I assume it's been a while. Because he got the power from the narwhal way back. So, fucking Stratology fucked up. No. Stratology fucked off. Sorry. Stratology fucked off back after the Cataclysm. Because he said once he got that power he was trying to find, which was the Abyss power that then led to the Cataclysm, and then the Immortality Curse, which then he talked to that guy about. So he fucked off then, and then found Skirk, and then came back to Tevat to train her, and then fucked off again when he was done? That's the timeline I'm getting with here? But again, that means that this guy got the fucking the all-devouring narwhals thing, the power to consume other powers. He got that 500 years ago. So if he's been spending that 500 years gathering all of that, what if he stole it from people that died? Where does it go? Where does it go? Does it all go? Where does it go? Where does it go? I have many questions.
Crazy that
and
you
with no
even
answers.
noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light.
The false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. I get that the sky of Tevat is fake, but what does that mean? How can every star... What does that mean? What does that mean? How are the stars not real, or how are they planned? What do you mean?
It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
It's not real. What are we? Are we even in space? Are we even in the real reality? Is it all fake? Is it all fake? Is it all fake? Sorry. I'm not having a crisis. I'd like
even
to
the
see
most
something.
beautiful of bubbles has to burst.
Yeah, see?
We will return to the real universe one day.
Sorry, I'm
whether of our
fine.
own volition
See?
or not.
We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. What does that mean? What does that mean, Chad? Chad, I want to understand. What does it mean? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not even... we're in a bubble. Okay, we're in a bubble. Tevat's been taken out of the real universe? But then how can Stratology go to other planets and be outside of Tevat? I mean, if he's transcended fucking all reality, what the fuck does it matter what he does? How did we get here? When did this happen? Has it only been this 500-year expanse? I'm gonna click continue.
Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength.
Sorry, I needed to make sure that I got a screenshot of this line in particular. A huge shield around to that. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Could be protecting it from other descenders, maybe?
Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Amphorius? Look, I don't even know the lore around Amphorius. I do know it was hard to reach. It was like... Because the original thing that they had said is that it was a place that not even Akavili, the Eon of the Trailblaze, could get there or ever, like, went there. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way.
I'm gonna start being able to play that too. Fuck. God.
Ever since we met,
I have so much I
he
can
has
do.
filled Paimon's
So many
days
things.
with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better.
Wild.
If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with 2. And if 2's still not enough, then 3.
It's weird because, like, I've gotten used to Paimon's voice and I'm okay with Paimon's voice, but some part of my brain is still registering this as a different character and separating it entirely from Paimon. Like, this is Paimon. I know this is Paimon. I'm okay with this Paimon. I'm okay with this voice, but it's still separating her being as if, like, it's not the same creature we've traveled the rest of this game with. And I don't know if that's ever going to change or if I'm always just going to have that weirdness in my brain. I guess that's kind of how my brain handled Tighnari's change, too.
We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
Imagine they make it plot relevant. If they made it plot relevant, they at least wouldn't have to fucking re-add all of Paimon's old voice lines in.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible.
Sure is, buddy.
Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street.
Or maybe we'll
reunite on a different planet entirely.
I don't like that kind of foreshadowing, Skirk. Don't say things like that, Skirk.
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope
and now
that
slowly,
at the end of
that's
this
crazy.
journey,
Stop that.
it
Stop
takes
it.
us,
Bad, Melon. Bad.
we stand in a world reborn.
Sorry, I did not at all lock in what you said. Regardless, past moments more than anything. We stand in a world reborn. Something's gonna happen to this world.
One without war,
I'll fight
pain, or forced partings.
Foreshadowing is
One
great.
where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I hit it with the master? Do I do it?
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Oh, it sounded like she was smiling with that. Sounds like she...
Bye!
Bye, Skirk. Hi, Celestia. I see you right there. Ominously sitting in frame, because of course you are.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
Probably.
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars.
I can't wait to find Tartaglia and tell him that I found Skirk before he did. Let's go. And that she likes me more.
Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
Uh-huh. And we have finished the quest. I don't get to keep the little dream mirror thing. Oh, we get to keep a lot of things. Oh, I get the extra rewards for completing it. How nice. Forgot about that. What is this? After completing Skirk's rigorous training, you and she compiled some of your experience, documenting your relentless efforts and your gratitude. Oh, cool. Give me talents. And I got to keep that. I was worried I was going to lose that. Does it go in here now that I've used it? Yeah. After going through, okay, just that simple. What else I got this. I haven't fought him. Shut up. What are you... Shut up. If it's anything about Natlin, shut up. Leave us a crystal, a gift from Skirk. That's funny though. An crystal crystal, a gift from Skirk to you. When worn, it can be used in your sleep to dream mirror with her to find the culprit. Skirk infiltrated your dreams while you witness the memories deep within her heart. Use this crystal once more to revisit certain scenes of what happened back then. What scene awaits far above the sky, betwixt the universe? Flames consume the nest, the hatchling unable to fly, flesh and matter reduced to ash. Broken limbs, a shattered form, the stars shine dimly, as sorrow and joy are ground away. Fledgling wings by cobwebs ever bound, a new journey forged in the shadows of the past. Those who are lost and those now far from home, do they share a common solitude? Interesting. Was that all of this? Also got a guitar. Did that both go into here? Well, this one did. Oh wait, is it a gadget? Wait. Is it a gadget? Oh, it is a gadget. An instrument from her homeland. It just looks like a guitar. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It is a guitar. Oh. That's cool. I gotta fucking... Ah, so that was that. And we'll... Fine, I'll do it. I'll do a 10 pull. Nope. Z plus Moonlight, that's good actually. I'm good. I'm okay with that. I'm good having that. Damn, I don't want to even start. God damn. Bro, the story quest was so cool and it told us things. It told us things.
The abyss is like the world's shadow.
Shut up. Sorry, it told us things. Do I pin this area on the map? Do I care? Do I care enough about this? Sure, I'll pin it. I like to pin random things on the map. What was that fucking dude's name? Ah, there it is. SKOFNUNGR. That's where we left his bitch ass. It's really good. It's a really good quest, honestly. It's really good. I haven't had fucking really good. Also really long. 3.5 hours? Jesus, I thought we were gonna be done like an hour ago. Do I want to condense one resin? I'm like 20 minutes, I'm less than 20 minutes away from the daily reset. Maybe I shouldn't condense a resin. No, I'm not gonna condense a resin. Because if I do, that means my resin is gonna be not capped tomorrow. It was a story quest, not like a main quest or an Archon quest. It was just a story quest, man. 3 hours? 3.5 hours? It's crazy. Ugh, fuck. Okay, I'm fine. What do you mean? Everything's fine. Oh, sorry. Kaya, sorry. My Skirk was built better than the trial Skirk we got. Because my Skirk... Look at my Skirk. What did I unlock from that?
During my journey through the stars, I came across a species with completely inverted sensory perception. They'd use ice to warm themselves up and cool down by the fire. They'd be sweating buckets inside a cold, dark cave, but shiver uncontrollably under the blazing sun. So different from all the other creatures around them. And yet, they lived quite happily. That's the miracle of life. Unfathomably complex, but at the same time, so simple. In my spare time, I play music from my homeland, albeit on instruments from Teyvat. I once thought that those melodies would eventually fade from my memory as the years went by, but they haven't. It's as if they're etched into my very soul. Every time I'm strumming my guitar, I'm so conscious that this music I'm playing is the last trace of that civilization's existence in the entire universe.
Cool. Anyway. We're gonna put Aoife back in his proper spot.
Long trip ahead?
Oh, my men. Anyway. Fuck, I think that's gonna about do it for this one, folks. Which means I gotta find somebody to raid. That was really cool. That was a really cool questline, honestly. It did a lot of stuff. Did a lot of stuff and things. What am I doing? It told us more story about our character, of course. About our character, about Skirk's character. Told us a lot of stuff about the sinners. Well, at least one of the sinners. Let me look at some people real quick. Oh, okay. I'm not great at finding people. Takes me too long, because I'm just sitting here. Okay. That's not Genshin, you liar. No. I'm not having a good time finding anybody, so we're just gonna raid into a friend of mine. It's not a lot of people online, anyway. Playing Legend of Zelda, something Ocarina of Time. Melon, you'll appreciate, as you do. Let's go to the end screen. Is it slash? Slash raid? Yeah. You're 18. There we go. That was a fun stream. That was a fun stream. That was a fun quest. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks to everyone who lurked. Thanks to anyone that came in and said, hi, I had a lot of fun. Look forward to more Genshin and Star Rail content coming at you soon, since I can start doing more of that stuff again. It'll be fun. Yeah. That's about all I have to say. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.